2018 Porsche 911 GT3 car review. The Porsche 911 GT3 using the Touring package, which mandates a manual transmission and replaces the typical GT3's freestanding rear wing that has a version in the less effective variable spoiler suited to most from the 911 line, will be slower versus the big wing car. Despite a roughly 230 pound difference in downforce at their respective top speeds, the GT3 Touring, featuring its retractable spoiler, is less slippery and is also therefore slightly slower. The top speed difference doesn't matter, 199 versus 196 miles per hour, nevertheless the downforce might win you over a track. The good points of 2018 Porsche 911 GT3. Goes just like a GT3, looks just like a workaday 911, increased rear visibility. The bad points of 2018 Porsche 911 GT3. Lost possibility to be mistaken for any wanker, less downforce but more drag matters to monitor rats. However, in case you drive your 911 all the time more frequently than around a circuit, it's likely the benefits of devoid of the wing, not immediately being defined as a wanker by fellow motorists and improved rearward visibility, are more valuable compared to the downforce anyway. But that is something solve these questions. Decide. Because compromise, as Porsche once famously said over a 911 promotional poster, is good for politicians. Or at least it once was. For our part, well, we're accepting the compromise and receiving on the Touring train at the moment. The GT3 to the rest of us. It's worth mentioning here that this 6-speed manual transmission along with the spoiler will be the only meaningful differences from your Touring equipped, and also a standard GT3 Rogues is available using a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic and the same 6-speed manual. Overall gearing differences are minuscule. A mechanical limited-slip differential, Porsche torque vectoring, and 20-inch wheels continue to be included. Black leather replaces micro-suede and much in the interior, while cloth seat centers solidly locate the driving force and passenger. There is absolutely no back seat with this 911. Call it a 911R and a fat discount. Although the GT3 can be acquired new, the ship has sailed for the 2016 911R. The limited edition model originally charging $185,950 that quickly shot to approximately 5 times that amount around the aftermarket. But we digress. The soul in the GT3 remains its naturally aspirated 500 horsepower 4.0-liter flat-6. Touring package cars could be ordered with carbon ceramic brake rotors, the front hooks lift system, and most with the 911's outsize set of options. Among the few options you can't get with all the Touring could be the Club Sport package, with a roll cage but isn't offered in the United States anyway. When looking at road driving, the Touring isn't discernibly different from the typical GT3, an auto we drove last spring. It remains a redline punishing mainline injection of adrenaline for which there's no substitute, another phrase Porsche continues to be known to toss around. Splitting hairs. Look carefully and you'll see the GT3's variable spoiler isn't quite like the one found with a humdrum 911 Carrera. Fitted to its rearmost edge is often a gurney flap rest his sole that assists its effectiveness. In addition, the variable spoiler's deployed angle is increased from 15 degrees around the Carrera Coupe to 20 degrees about the GT3 Touring. Those top speed downforce numbers, because we all know you care, are the following: GT3 Touring, 110 pounds, GT3, 342 pounds. And although downforce delta at warp speed is significant, That gap shrinks at lower velocities to ensure that at 120 miles per hour, and the time you spend there, really ? The GT3 Touring makes 44 pounds of downforce versus the Bond model's 152. For comparison, a normal 911 Carrera at its 183 miles per hour top speed makes a small amount of lift. The GT3 Touring's spoiler raises automatically at 75 miles per hour and retracts at 50 miles per hour. It is usually raised manually by using a button about the center console, supposedly for cleaning, but more regularly deployed by those opting to utilize a door cap for just a while. All of this will be the long way of saying which the GT3 Touring will be. The discreet GT3, one set with sub-triple-digit thrills add up to those delivered by its more track-oriented sibling. If the monotony of Porsche price hikes has exploded all available for you, here's something as rare as seeing fairies mate. Porsche isn't asking reasonably limited for the Touring. It exists to be a zero-cost option within the $146,350 manual-equipped GT3. Dual-clutch-equipped GT3s possess a cheaper gas car tax, therefore, the effective option pricing is $700. Expect to see both versions in showrooms this spring. Contact your friendliest dealer immediately in the event you hope to acquire one at anything near price.